Thanks for joining me for a 60-minute yoga class. We're going to start with 3 rounds of sun salutations to warm up our body, and then we're going to hop into 26 into yoga. So for the sun salutes, come towards the top of your mat. I'm going to stand back and show you in periphery. Take a moment to relax your shoulders, lift your chest, stand up nice and tall. Okay, bring your hands together at heart center. And begin. As you inhale, lift your arms up overhead, looking up as if you're greeting the sun. Exhale, stomach in, bend your knees and fold forward. Hinge at your hips, relax your head. Inhale, lengthen into a halfway lift. You can have your hands on your thighs, your shins, or the floor in front of you. Exhale, bend your knees, hands to floor, step back into a high plank or tabletop position. From here, stomach in, hug your elbows in. Exhale, lower down halfway. Inhale, come up into a back bend. You can do baby cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor, or up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog. Maybe bend one knee, straighten the other, and then lift your heels, press your heels to the floor, lift your hips to the ceiling, drop your head, look for your thighs. If down dog is not speaking to you, come onto your knees and take a child's pose instead. So every plank can be a tabletop, every up dog can be a cobra, and every down dog can be a child's pose. Lots of options. On your next inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach to rise, arms with your ears lift up, look up overhead. Exhale, hands down at heart center. 2 more. Inhale, lift your arms up, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back into your high plank or tabletop. And if the vinyasa lowering down motion does not work for you, go directly from your tabletop or plank straight into your down dog or child's pose. Otherwise, take a vinyasa, lower down halfway. Inhale into your baby cobra or up dog. Exhale into your child's pose or down dog. So for down dog, spread your fingers wide, root down through all 28 knuckles. Make sure you're not just placing all of your body weight on your wrists. You want to push down in the space between your index finger and thumb. Keep your hands shoulder width distance, but you can separate your feet a little bit more to get your heels closer to the floor. On your next inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms with your ears, hands together, lift up, looking up overhead. Exhale, hands down at heart center. Good. Last one. Inhale, lift your arms up, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back, high plank. Keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath. Slow inhale. Slow exhale, building body heat. One more time. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Hinge at your hips, look up. Exhale, hands down. Wonderful. So that's our little warm up. We will now hop into 26 into yoga. Come to the middle of your mat space, feet together. Toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, and glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. HA, sound, head back. Arms forward, elbows touch. Good. Inhale. Chin down, slowly bring your chin down, look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up slowly. Push your head back, look way, way, way back for the wall behind you. Arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Keep the weight in your heels. Glue your ankle bones together, squeeze your inner thighs, squeeze your butt. Exhale, head up, lock your legs. Weight stays in your heels, hips a little forward, hip muscles contracting, thigh muscles tight. Inhale, head down as you inhale, stomach in, open your rib cage wide, expand your rib cage, expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up, even as you exhale, stomach in, look back, stretch your arms forward, keep exhaling, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. This is the last breath in the first set. Make your spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push, squeeze, elbows touch. Good, change. Arms down, come roll out your shoulders and head. Second set, feet together, interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, glue your knuckles under your chin. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose, lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth, slowly head back, slowly stretch your arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down, breathe in through the nose, down through the throat to the very bottom of the lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale from the bottom of the lungs to the middle of the lungs, top of the lungs. Exhale completely, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Push the air out. Inhale, head down, keep the shoulders relaxed and the chest lifted. Chin down, shoulders down, elbows up, full lungs. Exhale, head up, make sure just the head drops back, no backward bending. Stretch the arms forward. Exhale, more completely empty your lungs, elbows touch. Inhale, head down, last breath. Second set, make it the deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in one more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time, let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now, elbows touch. Good, change, arms down, come roll out your shoulders and head. We'll continue. Half moon with hands to feet pose, Ardha Chandrasana with Padastasana. I'm gonna back up a little bit, feet together. Inhale, arms overhead, palms together. Interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, stretch up and bend right and left, right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, reach up a little taller. Okay, and when you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels, push your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows and knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility, creating a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Just remember, it's the first posture of the day and there's no rush. Know where you have to be. Nothing you have to prove to yourself or to anyone else. All you have to do is breathe in and out through your nose. Make sure you're never going to a point of pain or a point where you're holding your breath. Let your breath be your guide. As you inhale, lengthen your arms. As you exhale, come down, push and push and push. Change. Inhale to come up, hips forward, arms back, stretch up, and slowly bend to the left as you press your hips to the right. So try to stretch up out of your lower spine rather than the shoulders, right? Keep the shoulders soft. And rather than like being really strong with the elbows, just try to push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands. Use your grip strength. So hands together, shoulders down, lift your chin, lift your chest. It's a very proud posture and you have so much to be proud of for practicing yoga today. Relax your jaw, engage your abdominal wall, continue to breathe through your nose. As you inhale, lengthen your arms. As you exhale, come down, push and push and push. Change, inhale to come up. First back bend of the day. This is the only posture I can't show and tell at the same time. Take a deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, relax your head all the way back as far as it goes. Squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. So whole spine back bending from coccyx to the neck, lower back, middle back, upper back. Bend your total spine backward bending. Keep the weight in your heels. Push stomach, thighs, hips forward, and then bring arms back. Look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Good. Change. Inhale to come up, stretch up, create space between the vertebrae, lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees and fold. Go down with a flat back. Hands to floor. Relax your head. Go for a walk. Move your hips. Shake your head. So you turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back Nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Padasana, hands to feet pose. Bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or eventually your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your big toes, and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Gently pull your stomach in, and then pull on your heels. Roll forward. Try to wrap your elbows back behind you, stomach to thighs, chest and knees. Relax your head one day, face to the shins. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, stretch your spine down. Good, change, come up, arms with your ears, try to come up with a flat back just as you went in. Good, arms down, and you stand a little taller. Second set, feet together, inhale, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, press your heels down, zip everything in and up, stretch up, and then slowly drop to the right as you press your hips to the left. Keep the weight in your heels. Hips a little more forward, palms together, upper body back, biceps with your ears. Push your left hip forward, 2 hips in line. Now bring your right shoulder forward and left shoulder back, 2 shoulders in line. As if you could do this posture between 2 panes of glass, right? So everything is nice and open to the front of your mat. Lengthen your arms, lock your legs, come down, push, 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 change, inhale to come up, hips forward, arms back, stretch up as you drop to the left and press your hips to the right. Try not to collapse, so keep creating space between your left armpit and your left hip, reaching up and over rather than down and out. Press your heels into the floor, press your hips further to the right, and breathe through your nose. Push your right hip forward, 2 hips in line, left shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming, come down, push, chin up, come down, push, hands together, come down, push, change, inhale to come up. Second heart opener, deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, relax your head back, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and bring your arms back with your ears. So actively push your hands away from your face, use your index fingers, point and shoot, keep the weight in your heels, push your hips forward, lift your chest up a little bit more, arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, good, change. Inhale to come up, stretch up, lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Hands to floor, drop your head, go for another walk. Notice what's still a little tight and tender, what's still a little tight, what's still maybe a little tight and tender, return, and where you're maybe a little bit more loose in second set. Okay, second set, bend your knees halfway. You grab the backs of your legs or your heels from behind. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down. So you want to wrap the elbows back behind you. In some styles of yoga, you would bring the elbows out, but in this style, you want to bring the elbows back. Elbows to calves, stomach to thighs, chest to knees, pull on your heels, push your big toes down, lift your hips up, stretch your spine down. Good, change, come on up, arms with ears, knees can bend. Very nice, arms down, and you let that go. Awkward, Utkatasana, step your right foot to the right about 6 inches hip width distance, insides of your feet parallel. Arms up, parallel to the floor. Tricep muscles tight, nothing loose or hanging. Stomach in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with. 100% of your body weight in your heels. Sit down halfway only, hips into a chair, stomach in, and start to lift up. Lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back. Try to fall down backwards at the end. Change, inhale to come up, keep your arms there. Push your hips a little forward, spread your toes wide. Now come up maximum on your tippy toes like a ballerina. Lift your heels, stretch up, bend your knees, sit down. Lean back, touch your head and hips to a wall behind you. Heels a little higher, knees a little higher. Sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, inhale to come up. Last part, squeeze your knees together. Let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down. Take your time. Listen to your body. Stop when there's a gap between your hips and your heels. Squeeze your knees together and forward. Thighs parallel to the floor. Arms parallel to the thighs. Spine straight. Stomach in. Change. Slowly come up. Knees together. Good. Heels down. Right foot back. Arms down. Try to keep your shoulders and jaw relaxed. Second set, step your right foot to the right, same footprint, insides of your feet parallel, arms up, parallel to the floor. Triceps are active so the shoulders can stay relaxed. Stomach in, bend your knees, sit back and down. So shoulders soft, triceps and fingertips active. Keep the weight in your heels, stick your butt out more and sit down. Thighs parallel to the floor, stomach in, now lean back, chin up, chest up. Good, change, inhale to come up, keep your arms active, shoulders down, lift up onto your tiptoes. Stretch up first, abdomen in, bend your knees, sit down. So notice if you're leaning forward or sticking your butt out, try to push your hips forward and lean back. It is so much harder. I know, heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down, lean back, change, inhale to come up. Last part, squeeze knees together. Let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down. Remember, you can stop whenever you want or keep sitting down. Squeeze knees together and forward, lift your chest, relax your shoulders, and change. Slowly come up. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Eagle pose, Garasana, we're gonna do the right side first. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, bring your right arm under your left arm. Right elbow under left elbow. Cross first at the elbows. Again, if you can, at the wrists. So palms together, thumbs towards the nose. You can also interlock fingers or give yourself a big bear hug. All of these three options work. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, stay down there, and bring right leg over left leg over left leg, cross twist, and wrap your right foot behind your left calf muscle. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, lean back. Bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like ropes, sit down 1 more inch, arch your upper body back. Good, change. Feet together, arms over your head. We'll do the left side. Bring your left arm, under right arm, left elbow, under right elbow, palms together, thumbs towards your nose. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down. Stay down there and bring left leg over right leg, left over right. And this side might feel a little or a lot different for you. It certainly does for me. On the other side, I can kind of get my fingers in line, and this side, one hand way higher than the other. Work with what you're working with. Never force your body. Bring your knees to the left, upper body to the right, sit down and lean back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, second set. Swing right arm, under left arm, pull elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, stay down there, and bring right leg over left leg. So again, never forcing the body. The number one rule in yoga is ahimsa, do no harm, right? So especially if you're working through an illness or an injury, you can still come to class. Just take it easy. Think of it as one big breathing exercise. And frankly, an opportunity to be away from the news, away from your phone, and in community. Left hip forward, 2 hips in line, sit down and lean back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. Last one, left arm, under right arm, pull your elbows down, sit down, stay down there, and bring left leg over right leg, cross twist, eventually wrap the foot. On this side, right hip forward, 2 hips in line, left shoulder forward, 2 shoulders in line. If it feels okay, stick your butt out, sit down more, hinge at your hips, pull elbows down, and then arch your upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, arms down, party time. You can grab a sip of water if you want. Cheers, lovely to be here with you all. Okay, let us continue. Standing head to knee, Dande Manajani Shrasana. We continue to balance on one leg for the next 3 postures. If you fall out, hop back in. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right thigh up, point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back to your face. Option to stay right here. You're working on your strength, your balance. When you're ready, you're gonna round down, stomach in, and eventually pick up your right foot. Doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. From here, engage your left leg. So quadricep muscle tight. Think about lifting your left kneecap up to the ceiling. And when you're ready, slowly, gently lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor. No higher, no lower, standing leg locked. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. Bring your chest and shoulders down, touch elbows to calf muscles, keep coming down. One day elbows go below the calf muscles, lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee, change. Slowly reverse out. Shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg, and lift your left leg up. Point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back to your face, abdomen in, start to round down, maybe 1 inch, 2 inches, eventually pick up your foot. And if rounding forward this much is quite intense, lift up so that your knee and thigh are higher into your chest, and then you don't have to start with your spine so rounded, right? When you're ready, lift your left leg up. If your standing leg is bending a whole bunch, think about lifting your hips up. You want your knee over your ankle rather than your big toe. Eventually both legs lock. From the side, legs make an L, like Linda, and then start to bend elbows down. Touch your elbows to your calf muscles, bring your chest down more. One day elbows go below the calf muscles. Whoa, lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change, slowly reverse out. You can put your hands on your back, do a little back bend, or an knee bend. Second set, shift your weight to your left leg. Squeeze your left thigh tight, lift your right thigh up, flex your toes back, stomach in, round down. So this posture is really good for strengthening your core, stretching your back, and of course you're working on balance. When you're ready, lift your right leg up. If you are kicking forward, it's also good for hamstring flexibility. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles, tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee. Hold wherever you are for 3, 2, 1. Change. Slowly reverse out. Shift your weight to your right leg. Squeeze your right thigh tight. Contract inner thigh as well as outer thigh. Lift your left leg. Flex your toes back. Round down. Pick up your foot. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go. Lift your left leg up. Notice if your foot's crossing the center line of your body or your heel is turning in and the knee is turning out. You want your heel in line with your hip, heel facing the floor. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles, slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee. Always hop back in. Lock your knee. Lock your knee. Lock your knee. Good. Change. Take your time as you come out. Very nice. Okay, so that was a forward curl. Next, we do a back bend. Standing bow pulling pose. Feet together. Bring your right hand up. Elbow touches the body. Palm faces the ceiling. Bring your hand out to the right. Give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Yes. Reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone. Thumb with your index finger. Bring your left arm up. Right hip forward, knees together. Squeeze your left thigh. Point your right toes, take a breath, stretch up. And go for it. Slowly kick back into your hand as you charge your body forward. So charge your body forward, simultaneously kick back and up. Slowly bring the body down and the leg up. Go slow. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. From the side, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up, in other words, 2 shoulders in line. Touch your chin to your shoulder blade scapula coming out of the body. Kicking, stretching, equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Body down more, leg up more, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly kick yourself up. Other side, bring your left hand up, out to the left, reach back without turning or twisting your shoulder, elbow, or wrist. So keep your palm facing out. Pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle. If you can't pick up the inside of your foot, just pick up the outside of your foot, no problem. What you want to avoid is internally rotating the shoulder and grabbing like this, right? That can hurt. So either grab from the outside or you walk your hand around and grab from the inside. Right arm up, squeeze your right thigh, point your left toes, take a breath, stretch up, and go for it. Charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your left leg back and up. So eventually you're going to come down so that your 2 heels are in line, right? But sometimes coming down right away is really hard on balance. If you need to stay light and lifted at first, that's okay. Slide the right shoulder forward, left shoulder back, lift your right kneecap, get a strong foundation in the lower body, and then play around with coming down, even if it means you fall out a couple times. Continuously keep kicking without stopping or intermission. Body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change. Whew. Kick yourself up. Take a breath. Second set, bring your right hand up, out to the right, reach back, pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle, left arm up, right hip forward, knees together. Squeeze your left thigh, point your right toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. That's all you have to do. Kick into your hand, stretch forward, breathe through your nose. Relax your face, lift your chin, push your chest forward, come down, body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Very nice. Change. Kick yourself up. Last one. Left hand up. Here we go. Out to the left. Reach back. Pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle. Right arm up. Knees together. Squeeze your squeeze your right thigh. Point your left toes. Stretch up and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. All 5 fingers together, thumb with your index finger, palm of your right hand faces the floor. Get your right arm parallel to the floor, right shoulder forward, left shoulder back, chin and chest up, body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change. Kick yourself up, come to the back of your mat, Tula Dandasana balancing stick. Whoa, feet together, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, and lean back. Step your right foot forward, a big step. Shift your weight to your right foot. Lift your left foot off the floor, stretch up, and tilt. Go slow. Arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor. From the side, body makes a T like Tom, not a broken umbrella. Stretch, 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 change. Left foot down, right foot back, lean back, step your left foot forward, lock both legs, point your right toes, stretch up, and tilt. Come down with control, like there's a board strapped to your back. Bring your chest down, chin forward, lift your right leg up a little bit more, stretch. Good, change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down, take a breath. Second set, feet together, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back, step your right foot forward, lock both legs, point your left toes, stretch up, and tilt. Bring the chest down, chin forward, heel up. No need to come all the way down parallel to the floor, right? If your knees or elbows are bending, if your hips are out of whack, focus more on alignment than depth. Change. Left foot down, right foot back, lean back, step your left foot forward, lock both legs, point your right toes, stretch and tilt. So it's better to stay light and lifted with a flat back and 2 hips in line than to come down like a broken umbrella, right? One day you stretch so much that everything lengthens out. Charge your body forward, stretch your right big toe back, stretch, good, change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Enough of that, you can come towards the top of your mat and face the long side of your mat to keep your feet on your mat. I will face you, standing, separate leg stretching, Dandayamana, Bikattapada, Paschimottanasana. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, 4 feet minimum, big step, arms down parallel to the floor. Turn your toes in, heels out, lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Good. Grab your heels from behind. Roll forward, find your edge. So you want to lift your hips up and then touch your forehead to the floor. Now, if your forehead's already touching the floor, take a smaller step. But if your forehead's nowhere near the floor, try taking a little bit of a bigger step. If you can't grab your heels, grab the outsides of your feet, maybe even hook onto a pinky toe to pull. And if you can't grab the outsides of your feet, no problem. Start with your hands on the floor in front of you. Everybody roll the weight forward into the balls of your feet, or if your hands are on the floor, you can even bring weight forward into your arms to take weight off of the knees and the hamstrings. You want the weight forward, 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 lift your hips up, pull and stretch, touch your forehead to the floor in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up, take your time as blood flow reverses. Stop at the top, we're gonna flow to triangle trikonasana. Press your hips forward to open the chest and rib cage. Pardon me, the hips, and then lean the upper body back to open the chest and rib cage. Turn your right foot out, take a bigger step, bend your right leg and lunge, sit down. Eventually you're gonna get your right leg parallel to the floor. It doesn't have to be today. Maybe this is as low as you go, that's perfectly fine. Keep your hips where they are, spine straight in the middle, and move your arms. So the goal here is to get this diagonal line from the ankle to the crown of your head. So if your thigh is not yet parallel to the floor, maybe have like wrist or forearm in front of the knee. As you're ready, as you can sit down more, then it'll be the elbow in front of the knee. Look up, stretch up, touch your chin to your shoulder. Drop your left thigh down, push your right knee back, turn, twist upper body back, lock your left leg, left foot, flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, 2 heels in line, bend your left leg and lunge. Sit as low as you can. And sitting down lower might be a matter of taking a bigger step or maybe turning your right toes in so you can move your right hip forward. Bend your left knee, sit down, lean back, and move your arms. Elbow in front of the knee, hover your left fingers between your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor, right? So you always want this stretching up motion, this diagonal line from the ankle all the way to the crown of your head. Look up, touch your chin to your shoulder, push your right hip forward, push your right hip down, push your left knee back, turn, twist, lock your right leg, keep your right foot, flat on the floor. Change. Rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, take a slightly smaller step. Pivot on your heels to one side of the room for standing. Separate leg, head to knee, Dandayamana, Bikattapada, Janu Sharasana. Turn your back left toes in. Push your left hip forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Push your left hip forward. Stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Round your spine. Anytime you hear Janu Sharasana, head to knee pose, or just rounded spine posture, these are ones to be careful of if your back is kind of hurting today or you have a history of slip discs. For this posture, you can take a bigger step. You can bend your front leg or tuck your chin into your chest more. The goal here is to touch your forehead and knee together. Front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Push your forehead into your knee a couple times. Lock both legs, hands together. Change, come up, hands together, arms with ears, chin to chest, head up, last. Good, pivot on your heels to the other side of the room, uncross your heels. So pay attention to how you go into the posture. That's how you want to come out of it. Turn your back toes in, push your right hip forward, peel your left rib cage back, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. So you're going down vertebra by vertebra with chin to chest, and that's how you want to come out as well, with a rounded spine. Bend your front leg if you need to, touch knee and head together, but you're never forcing the knee and head together, right? Eventually knee and head touch. Doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. If it's a matter of taking a bigger step, bending your front leg or tucking your chin in more, do it. But if it's a matter of like forcing your back, don't do it, right? Chin to chest, throat choked, jaw relaxed, eyes open, breathing normal. Push your forehead into your knee a couple times real quick. Lock both legs, hands together, change. Slowly uncurl, right hip forward, chin to chest, full stop at the top. Good. Pivot on your heels, float your right foot back, arms down. Great. Second set stretching, I'm going to show you from the side. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, big step. Toes in, heels out, chest up, and swan dive forward. Stick your butt up like it's Friday night, not Friday afternoon. Grab your heels from behind. If you can, grab your heels, bend your elbows back. Elbows to calves, shoulders to ceiling, belly button to spine. Everybody roll forward, push big toes down, lift your hips up. So if your knees are bending a lot and your spine is rounding, roll forward, lift your hips up, and then almost arch your spine. Imagine your heart will touch the floor before your head, and at the end, you just let the head go. Head touches the floor in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up, take your time. Second set, triangle. Turn your right foot out, take a bigger step. Bend your right leg and lunge. Now notice if your knee is going to the left of your ankle. It's really normal. That's some hip and knee tightness. You're going to push your left hip forward, bring the right knee back, sit down, lean back, and move your arms. Right elbow in front of the knee. Stretch your fingers between your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor. Look up, stretch up. Push your left hip forward and down. Push your right knee back with the help of your elbow, and now lift your right side body off of your right thigh. Turn, twist upper body back, lock your left leg, left foot, flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, two heels in line, bend your left leg, lunge, sit as low as you can, lean back, and move your arms. If you feel like your feet are sliding apart, try to squeeze your heels back together. Feet stay in place, but that's the inner thigh strength we want to engage. Drop your right thigh down, lift your right arm up. So right arm up, left arm down. Feel this huge stretch across your chest. Turn, twist, open your chest, lock your right leg. Keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, arms up. Palms together, cross your thumbs. Second set, head to knee, Janu Sharasana. Maybe a little bit of a smaller step, pivot on your heels, turn back, toes in, push left hip forward, 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 stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Left hip forward. Try to keep the hips even. It's very common for the back leg, the left leg, for that hip to lift up and open when the back is tight. You want to keep the left hip forward and down so that both sides of your back round equally the same. Bend your front leg if you need to. Take a bigger step if you need to. Touch knee and head together. Stretch your fingers beyond your big and second toe. Bring maximum weight to your front foot. Right hip up, left hip forward, two hips in line. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together first, don't skip that step. Change, slowly come up. We're working on our balance, our strength, our control. Head up last, good. Pivot on your heels to the other side of the room. I will show you from the front. Make sure your heels are in line, but not crisscross. That'll be really hard to balance. Turn back toes in, push right hip forward until your hips and shoulders are square with your mat. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You cannot see your front foot all the way down. Right hip forward, chin to chest. Bend your front leg if you need to, touch your knee and head together. So left hip back, right hip forward, lock your right leg, stomach in, and then push your forehead into your knee, lock your left leg, stomach in. Hands together, change, slowly uncurl. Push your hips forward all the way up, chin to chest, head up. Last, good for you. Pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down. Come to the middle of your mat for tree and then toe. Lock your left leg and lift your right leg up. Touch your heel to your costume, sole of foot flat to ceiling. Slowly, gently let your right knee drop down and back. Never force your knees. Bring your right hand up to the center of your chest. And if you can balance, left hand up. Option to stay here or flow to toe stand. Start to fold forward. Hands to floor, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knees, sit down. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Breathe through your nose. Left hand up to the center of your chest. Right hand up, palms together, elbows down, spine straight, come a half inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, hands to floor, lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg, and then push your hips forward to reverse out. Good for you. Change. Right leg down, squeeze your right thigh, lift your left leg up. Heel to costume, slowly let your left knee drop. You want to feel this in your hip, not your knee, so you're never forcing your knee to come down. Bring your left hand up, and if you can balance right hand, on this side my foot falls. If your foot is falling, but keeping the heel lifted is not painful for the knee, hold onto your foot the whole time. Okay, you can stay here or flow to toe stand, fold forward. Hands to floor, lean forward, lift your right heel, bend your right knee, sit down. You want the weight in your arms, not your knee as you sit. Walk your hands back, relax your face. Left hand up, right hand up, elbows down, spine straight, come a half inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, hands to floor. You can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg and then push your hips forward to reverse out. Good for you. Change. Left leg down, honor yourself, give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around, Savasana. We are on the floor for the rest of class. Yay. Okay. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. There we go. Okay, bring your heels together. Let your toes flop open. Arms down, close to your sides. Palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. Take a slow inhale through your nose, feel your chest rise. Slow exhale through your nose, let your chest fall. Sometimes it can feel like nothing is going our way. And when that's happening for me, I just take a moment to feel my body move with my breath. And it's pretty remarkable how very much is going our way at any given time, right? Like synapses firing, blood vessels moving, muscles, joints, ligaments, tendons, right? Organs, everything moving just for you. Pavanamuktasana when you're moving pose. Bend your right leg, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin, nice tight white knuckle grip, pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, completely avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body, and breathe. Good, change, right leg down, bend your left leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, nice tight grip, pull your knee out and down, push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands to strengthen your grip.
Change. Left leg down, both legs lift up, grab your elbows, each other, give yourself a big hug. If you can't grab your elbows, no problem. You can grab your knees, you can interlock your fingers, grab wrists or forearms, get as compact as possible. Change. Arms down, eyes open, take a breath. Second set, bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, maybe switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top, pull your knee out and down. So you're putting pressure on the lower abdomen. This posture is good for digestion. If you ever have an upset stomach, this is a nice posture to do for that. Change, right leg down, bend your left leg up, pull your knee out and down. Do notice if you're rolling way to the left, try to keep your right shoulder, right hip, right leg on the floor. Change, left leg down, both legs lift up, grab your elbows, each other, give yourself another big hug, heels in line, side by side, not crisscross. When you line up your feet, you line up your hips and by extension, your spine. So eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Good, change, arms down, eyes open. Next, we do a straight leg sit-up. If you have any concerns about your back today or a history of slip discs, you can skip the sit-up by rolling off to the side. I'm actually going to skip the first sit-up, but I will still walk you through it. Legs together, arms over your head, cross your thumbs. Flex your feet, but keep your heels on the floor and your arms with your ears. Take a breath, hold your breath, stomach in, tuck your chin to your chest and sit up. Exhale, grab your big toes. Exhale, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. And everybody together, turn, lie on your stomach for the spine strengthening series. You can always skip sit-ups if they bother your back. Come to lie on your stomach for Cobra, Bhujangasana. Place your hands flat on the floor below your shoulders so your elbows point up to the ceiling like a grasshopper wings. Toes, bring your feet together like a cobra's tail. Toes and heels touch, block your legs, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Use 100% spine strength. Heidi, I was just thinking about if this bothers your elbows, you can always have your arms on the floor in Sphinx pose instead. Eventually have the hands on the floor, but if this aggravates the elbows, you can have forearms on the floor instead. Keep your feet together, toes and heels touch, lock your legs, push your feet, hips and hands down, look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up, good, change, slowly lower down, look to your right, left ear on your mat, arms down and heels open, slow inhale and slow exhale. Second section, forward, hands flat on the floor, feet together, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, push your feet down, look up and lift. If you ever have like an injury that you're working through, or you're not injured, but there's a posture that does not work for your body, please feel free to like make a note in class and then message me after class. I do have some tricks up my sleeve or modifications that you can do. Hug your arms in, keep your feet together, lock your legs, lift your chest. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your left, right ear on your mat, arms down, heels open. Locust Shalabhasana, bring your chin forward, arm straight position, rotate your arms so that your palms face the floor. And if you need to keep your arms out from under your body, that is perfectly fine. Just practice pressing the palms and shoulders down. Otherwise, you're gonna bring your arms underneath your body, so one day elbows touch. One day fingertips touch. It is okay if this posture is uncomfortable for your arms, but if it is like painful or you are contorting yourself to do it, please keep your arms out to the side. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90. See the foot coming over the top of your head. Change, right leg down, relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. So like a little bit of discomfort is okay, but never going to a point of pain, point of harm, a point where you don't feel good after class. Change. Left leg down, third part, tuck your chin and mouth down. Bring your arms underneath you a little bit more. Try and touch forearms and hips together, mouth down, feet together, lock your legs, point your toes. You're gonna push your hips into your forearms, roll forward and lift both legs up, come up. Everybody come up, you can do it, struggle a little harder. Don't give up, mouth down, shoulders down, triceps tight, squeeze your butt, roll forward, lock your legs, lift your thighs up. Good, change, slowly lower down, bring your arms out, palms face the ceiling, look to the right, left ear on your mat, breathing in and emptying out. Second section, forward, arms straight, rotate your shoulders, palms face the floor, bring your arms underneath you as best you can. One day pinky fingers touch, but hands never overlap. Lock your right leg, point your right toes and lift your right leg up. And you know how in down dog, we're like root down through all 28 knuckles, not just your wrists. Same thing here, push down through the fingers, through the palms, rather than the heels of your hands. Change, right leg down, relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, lift your left leg up. And for my flexi folks, rather than hyperextending the elbows and pushing the elbows down, micro bend your elbows and push your shoulders down. Change, left leg down, grand finale, tuck your chin and mouth down. So eventually the shoulders touch rather than the chest. Spread your fingers wide, feet together. Here we go. Lock your legs, point your toes, lift both legs up, come up. The first inch is the hardest, maybe half inch is the hardest. Mouth down, shoulders down. Push hips into forearms for leverage. Lift the thighs up, hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change, lower down, bring your arms out. Look to the left and let that one go. Purna Shalabhasana, full locust, chin forward, arms out to the side, feet together. Lock your legs, point your toes, look up, and lift. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor. So good. 747, taking off. Just your hip bones on the floor, the rest of your body's in the air. Look up to the ceiling where your eyes go, body knows to follow. Keep your feet together, toes, heels touch. Lock your legs, lift your thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, and look to the right. Second set, chin forward, arms out, feet together. Lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift. This posture is so good for back strength. If you ever Google like yoga for a bad back, this posture comes up in every single sequence. We are lifting the thighs and the chest off the floor at the same time. You're strengthening all of the muscles in your back. It's also a nice opener through the chest and shoulder. Thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the left and breathe. Dhanurasana, floor bow, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, thumbs with your index fingers. If you can't grab both feet, grab one foot, left arm out in front, opposite, second set, switch it out. Otherwise, both legs, point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up, and kick into your hands. Good, continuously keep kicking. In this version of floor bow, you wanna roll forward a little bit and freeze between your ribs and hips. It's good for digestion. It's good for opening through the whole front of the body, strengthening and squeezing the whole back of the body. So point your toes, squeeze your butt, bring your knees in, feet out, wrists straight, look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down, look to your right, left ear on your mat. And if you're kicking so hard that it hurts your knees or your elbows, ease up a little bit, right? The general idea is you wanna bend the spine and open the chest. Second set, bring your chin forward, bend your legs. You can grab opposite foot or both feet. Point your toes, squeeze your buns, look up, and kick into your hands. Point the big toes towards the ceiling. Notice if your wrists are bending a lot, try to get the insides of your wrists closer together. Straighten your wrists. Breathe through your nose. Keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine so you're not dropping your head down. You're also not jamming it all the way back. Point your toes, look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, lower down, look to the left. As you inhale, feel your ribs expand, nice stretch for the back. And as you exhale, let your shoulders fall. Good, chin forward, hands to floor, push up, come to the top of your mat space, fix firm, Supta Vidrasana. I will show you from the side. Start in tabletop, open your knees, open your feet, and as you're ready, you're gonna walk your hands back. Now first, maybe you have your hands in front of you, beside you. You can keep your hands behind you the whole time until slowly over time the hips sink down between the heels. Doesn't have to be today or tomorrow, right? You're working through tightness in the knees, the toes, the ankles. If you can sit down between your heels, put your hands on your feet, right elbow down, left elbow down, drop your head back, head to floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. Wherever you are is perfect. You want a gentle stretch through your toes, ankles, knees, and thighs, but never a point of pain. Good, change. Put your hands on your feet, push yourself up. Head up last,
turn around, Savasana. As you release out of the posture, you release the tourniquet effect from the lower body. Fresh blood flows through the toes, ankles, knees, and hips. So the release from the posture is often as therapeutic as the posture itself. You're welcome to roll off to the side and skip the neck sit up. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest and sit up. Elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Good. Come to the top of your mat. If first set was rough, try opening your knees a lot wider. If first set was easy, have your knees together. Start to walk your hands back. And another tip, if you have big calf muscles, try flipping out your calf muscles, right? You're just going to put your hands on your calves and roll them out, and then there's a little bit more space to sit down. Put your palms on your soles, right elbow, left elbow, drop your head back, head to floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, elbows each other and hold. Especially if you have another interest that is like physical, like running or soccer or cycling or basketball or skiing, this posture can be tricky, right? Like you might not go down all the way, but it helps you do those other things that you love for a lot longer. This is a posture that's really good, you know, if you do another like physical activity that involves toes, ankles, or knees, which is most physical activities. This is your posture, even if you don't go quite as far into it. Change. Put your hands on your feet. Push yourself up. Head up last, turn around, Savasana. If you've had like knee surgery, this is your posture, right? Even if you don't go as far into it, it works through scar tissue, right? We compress in the posture and then we release to get this flow of blood through the joints that helps to heal scar tissue. Okay. Legs together, arms over your head, flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Come to the back of your mat for half tortoise, Ardha Kramasana. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms over your head, palms together across your thumbs, stretch up, chin away from your chest, and go down. Forehead to floor, little fingers to floor, slide your pinky fingers forward, sink your hips down, stretch, stretch, stretch. You're always welcome to put your hands on the floor to walk you in or out of this posture. So you can put your hands on the floor here and push up. Otherwise, change arms with your ears. Come on up, very nice. Arms down, turn around, Savasana. Let's do it again. Legs together, arms over your head. Tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Wonderful, back to your mat, second set, half tortoise, knees, feet together, hips on your heels. If sitting on your feet is too much, start by standing on your knees. Arms over your head, stretch up and go down. Remember, you can always put one or both hands on the floor to walk yourself in, otherwise going down arms with your ears. Keep a nice flat back, keep stretching forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize. Change, come on up. Good, arms down, turn around, Shavasana. Try to get a good breath in every Savasana. Legs together, arms over your head. Tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Feet on the floor. Good, come to the top of your mat, Camel, Ustrasana, or deepest back bend. You are welcome to roll up your mats. There's extra padding under your knees. Stand 6 inches between your knees, 6 inches between your feet. Put your hands on your lower back. Push your hips forward. Keep your eyes open. Look up. Lift your nose. Lift your chin. One day head goes back. Option to stay here or go back halfway. Freeze in the middle. When you're ready, right hand down, grab your right heel. Left hand down, grab your left heel. Thumbs outside. Fingers inside. Full palm grip on your heels. If you can't grab your heels yet, keep your hands on your back. It's better support for your spine. Good, change. Put your hands on your back first. Push yourself up without twisting your spine. Head up last. Turn around, Savasana. So rather than twisting in and out of the posture, you want to go back and come up as if you were the queen of the limbo contest. Second set, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Come to the top of your mat, second set. You're welcome to open your knees a little wider, 8 to 10 inches between your knees, still keep 6 inches between your feet. Put your hands on your lower back. Maybe try bringing elbows closer together behind you to open through the chest a little bit more. Start to look up. When you're ready, let your head go. Literally, maybe figuratively, let your head go. Go back halfway. Right hand, left hand. This posture gets us out of our head and into our hearts. If you've ever watched somebody practice this from the front, the first thing that has to go is the head, right? You have to let your head drop off. You have to let your head go back in order to go back. Hips forward, chest up, head back, change. Put your hands on your back, push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana. So there's a cheesy line you can say when people are like, you do yoga? Are you out of your mind? You can say, I'm out of my mind and into my heart. Okay, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. And then they'll really look at you like you're crazy. Come to the middle of your mat space for rounded Sasangasana. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, make L's with your hands. Grab your heels from the outside, stretch up tall, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. You're also welcome to place padding under your knees or your ankles or toes here. Pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. You want to touch forehead towards knees, top of head to floor. Pull on your heels, squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, lift your shoulders up, suck your stomach in, round your spine. Good, change, hips down, slowly uncurl. Just as you went in, head up last, good. Turn around, Savasana. I find that the intro and exit to that posture feel better to me than the posture itself. It's like a nice massage to the vertebrae going in and out, especially after camel pose where you compress the spine. Second set, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Wonderful. Middle of your mat, knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Grab your heels from behind, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. Take your time. Forehead to knees, automatically top of head to floor. Pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one. Head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, stomach in, lift your shoulders up, round your spine. Good, change, hips down, slowly uncurl. Head up last, very nice. Turn around, Savasana. Almost to the end, everybody's doing great. We're gonna do one set of head to knee, one set of stretching, and one set of spine twist, all in a row. Okay, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Wonderful, come to the middle of your mat, Janu Shavasana, head to knee pose, one set, right leg out, left leg in, inhale your arms over your head, stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. You can bend your right leg. This is the last of the Janu Shavasana head to knee postures. You can bend your right leg if you need to, touch your knee and head together. Interlock your fingers, flex your toes back, bend your elbows down, left elbow down, left shoulder down, roll into the left. Good, change, arms up, left leg out, right leg all the way in. Stretch up, turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. Now if it's easy to touch your knee and head together with a bent leg, keep going. One day leg straight, one day leg lock, one day elbows to floor. Right elbow down, stomach in, right shoulder down, roll in to the right. Good, change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you're skipping, sit up, stay here. Otherwise, lay down, let your spine realign, and sit up. Paschimottanasana stretching. Bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with middle and index fingers, thumbs on top. Scoot your butt back, right, left, right, left. Knees can stay bent if it helps you keep a nice long spine. Imagine there's a board strapped to your back. Eventually, legs are straight, stick your butt out a little bit, and eventually you can lock your legs. Everybody, inhale, puff up your chest, stick your butt out. Exhale, fold forward, stomach to thighs, pull. Chest to knees stretch. One day toes and head touch. Good, change. Stay seated for spine twist. Identify left, identify right, don't mix them up. Here we go, bend your left leg on the floor, touch your right heel to left knee corner, right arm behind you, left arm up and over. Grab your left knee with your left hand, hand, heel, and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in. Exhale, look over, right shoulder twist. You can keep your right hand behind you for balance. You can also take it off the floor and grab your hip, your waistband, one day your inner thigh. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your right shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Good.
change, unwind, swap out your legs, bend your right leg on the floor, touch left heel to right knee, left arm behind you, right arm up and over, grab a right knee with right hand, inhale, stretch up, exhale, look back. You can keep your hand behind you or do the half bind, keep spine straight, chest up, rib cage open, inhale, stretch up, exhale, look back, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. We begin the 26 and 2 sequence with a breathing exercise, and we end the sequence with a breathing exercise. We always start and finish with lung health. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the middle of your mat space, Kapalabhati, breathing. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. If it hurts to sit on your feet, don't do it. Sit on your butt, crisscross applesauce. Every once in a while, try sitting on your feet. You're gonna exhale through your mouth. As you exhale through your mouth, pull your stomach in. When the stomach relaxes, the lungs automatically take in air, but it's subtle. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times. Sit up tall, concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit up nice and tall, shoulders down, chest up. Here we go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a hug. High five. Pat on the back. Turn around. Final Shavasana. If you need to leave, I totally understand. If you have time, make time. Close your eyes, open your arms and legs, and take a breath. And once you've taken that initial breath, take another breath. Sometimes it's all we can do to put one breath in front of the other, just like we put one foot in front of the other. When we take time to savor the breath, to notice how our body moves with the inhale and exhale, maybe it becomes a little bit more special, maybe even holy or sacred. It's not a miracle, but it is miraculous. Take a slow inhale through your nose. Slow exhale through your nose. You are so very alive.